Hello class! Since we have been learning about seasons this past week, I decided to pick the story White Snow, Bright Snow by Alvin Tresselt. The postman said it looked like snow. The farmer said it smelled like snow. The policeman said it felt like snow, and his wife said her big toe hurt, and that always meant snow. Even the rabbits knew it, and they scurried around in the dead leaves, while the children watched the low gray sky, waiting for the first snowflake to fall. Then, just when no one was looking, it came. 1 flake, 2 flakes, 5, 8, 10, and suddenly the air was filled with soft, powdery snowflakes, whispering quietly as they sifted down. The postman put on his rubbers. The farmer went to the barn for a snow shovel. And the policeman buttoned up his coat, while his wife made sure she had cough mixture in the medicine cabinet. But the children laughed and danced, trying to catch the lacy snowflakes on their tongues, while the rabbits hid in their warm burrows under the ground. Faster and faster came the tiny snowflakes, and the brown earth turned white. Fields and stone walls, roads and gutters, lawns and sidewalks, all were buried under the soft white snow. It covered the roofs of houses and piled on top of chimneys. It filled the cold tree branches with great white blossoms, and when night came, icy cold snowflakes sparkled in the light of the street lamps. The postman slipped and fell into a snowbank, and the farmer dug a path from his house all the way to the barn. The policeman got his feet wet and had to soak them in a tub of hot water, while his wife put a mustard plaster on his chest so he wouldn't catch a cold. The rabbits stirred in their sleep deep in their warm burrows under the ground, under the snow, and the children dreamed of snow houses and snowmen as they slept in their snug beds under the rooftops, under the snow. Silently, the frost made pictures of ice ferns on the window panes. Then, without a sound, just when everybody was asleep, the snow stopped, and bright stars filled the night. In the morning, a clear blue sky was overhead, and blue shadows hid in the corners. Automobiles looked like big fat raisins buried under the snowdrifts. Houses crouched together, their windows peeking out from under great white eyebrows. Even the church steeple wore a pointed cap on its top. The postman put away his rubbers and took out his high boots. The farmer milked his cows in a barn filled with bright snow light. And the policeman had a chill and stayed in bed while his wife sat in a rocker and knitted a long woolen scarf for him. The rabbits hopped about as best as they could, making long, funny rabbit tracks in the soft snow. The children made a snowman, a snow house, a snow fort, and then had a snowball fight. The wind pushed light puffs of white from the branches, while the melting snow on rooftops dripped, dripped, dripped into long, shiny icicles. Each day the sun grew stronger, and the snow melted. Big patches of soft, muddy ground showed through the snow in the fields. The sound of dripping running water and the smell of wet brown earth filled the warm air. The postman slowly delivered his mail so he could enjoy the bright sunshine. The farmer let his cows out in the barnyard for the first time since winter began. The policeman's cold was better, and he swung his club in the air as he walked in the park, while the rabbits spent all their time hopping about in the warm world above the ground. And the children watched for the first robin to tell them spring had really come.